December 5, 1872. The vast Atlantic Ocean stretches endlessly in every direction. The waves churn restless beneath a slate gray sky. And then, there it is, a ship adrift. Its sails billow weakly in the wind, its course aimless. The Dei Gratia, a British brig sailing towards Gibraltar, spots the vessel. At first, it seems like any other ship battling the open sea, but as they draw closer, something feels wrong. No signals, no movement, no sign of life. The ship's name, painted in bold black letters across the stern, sends a chill down their spines. Mary Celeste, a vessel that should have arrived in Italy weeks ago, a ship that should have been bustling with its 10-man crew, but there is no one. The Mary Celeste is empty. What happened to the crew? Why would experienced sailors abandon a seaworthy vessel? And why, for over a century, has this mystery remained unsolved? This is the story of the Mary Celeste, a name whispered in maritime legend, a ship forever lost, not to the waves, but to the unknown, a mystery that has haunted history for over 150 years. But tonight, we revisit the ghostly voyage and unravel the secrets of one of the most chilling unsolved cases in maritime history. The Dei Gratia approaches the drifting ship cautiously. Captain David Morehouse watches in silence, his instincts screaming that something isn't right. The Mary Celeste moves with the wind, but there's an eerie stillness to it, like a ghost ship cursed to wander the ocean forever. Morehouse orders a boarding party. 3 sailors row across the choppy waters, gripping the sides of their small boat. As they climb aboard, an uneasy feeling settles in. The deck is deserted. The only sound is the groaning of the wooden hull and the wind whispering through the rigging. Inside, the scene is even stranger. The ship's charts are scattered. The captain's quarters are untouched. His belongings, his logbook, his wife's jewelry, all undisturbed. The food supply is intact, enough to last 6 months. There's no sign of a struggle, no blood, no bodies. But then they notice something. The ship's only lifeboat is missing. One of the 2 pumps has been taken apart. Below deck, 3 feet of water sloshes in the hold, but the Mary Celeste is still perfectly seaworthy. Most unsettling of all, the cargo, 1,701 barrels of industrial alcohol, is untouched. 9 barrels are empty, but there's no sign of a leak. What could have driven the crew to abandon a perfectly good ship, leaving behind their belongings, their provisions, and their fates? The Dei Gratia crew has no answers, but they do have orders. They must take the Mary Celeste to port. They don't know it yet, but by doing so, they are about to become part of one of the most baffling mysteries in maritime history. The Mary Celeste was no ordinary ship. She was a sturdy 282-ton brigantine built to weather the harshest seas. But more importantly, she wasn't sailing alone. On board were 10 souls. Leading them was Captain Benjamin Spooner Briggs, a disciplined, deeply religious man, experienced, cautious, not the type to make reckless decisions. With him was his wife Sarah and their 2-year-old daughter Sophia. The crew consisted of 7 seasoned sailors, carefully chosen by Briggs himself. No history of mutiny, no signs of discord. They set sail from New York on November 7th, 1872, bound for Genoa, Italy. The Mary Celeste carried 1,701 barrels of industrial alcohol, a dangerous cargo, but nothing the captain hadn't handled before. For 2 weeks, the Mary Celeste battled heavy weather, fierce winds, towering waves. The ship pushed forward, inching closer to the Azores. The last entry in the ship's log was recorded on November 25 at 5 a.m. It placed the Mary Celeste just 6 miles off Santa Maria Island, the last land for hundreds of miles. Then nothing. For 10 days, the Mary Celeste drifted, abandoned, a ship without a crew, a story without an ending. What could have happened in those final hours? The answer lies in the theories, the unsettling possibilities of what really took place aboard the Mary Celeste. The Mary Celeste was abandoned, but why? Over the years, theories have swirled, like the ocean itself, some rational, others absurd. The impossible theories. Pirates? Unlikely. Nothing was stolen. Mutiny? No signs of struggle. Sea monsters? A tale for legends, not seasoned sailors. So what did happen? The alcohol explosion theory. One of the most debated theories revolves around the ship's cargo, 1,701 barrels of industrial alcohol. 9 barrels were empty. Some believe the alcohol fumes built up, creating the fear of an imminent explosion. In a panic, the crew abandoned ship, expecting it to ignite, but when it didn't, they were lost to the sea. The faulty chronometer theory. Another possibility, a navigational mistake. Experts believe Captain Briggs' chronometer was faulty, making him think they were closer to danger than they really were. If the ship seemed at risk, Briggs may have ordered everyone into the lifeboat, only to be swallowed by the vast Atlantic. The broken pump theory. The ship had been recently refitted. Some believe coal dust and debris from the renovations clogged the pumps, with one pump dismantled and no way to measure water levels. Briggs may have feared the ship was sinking, forcing a desperate evacuation, a decision made in fear, a choice that doomed them all. The unanswered questions. Each theory offers a possibility, but none answer the haunting truth. Why was the lifeboat never found? Why did the crew vanish without a trace? The Mary Celeste remains a ghost story written in water, an unsolved riddle of the sea. The Mary Celeste never found its missing crew, but the world never forgot them. The legend grows. In 1884, a young writer named Arthur Conan Doyle published a fictionalized version of the story. His chilling account turned the Mary Celeste into a legend, inspiring books, films, and endless speculation. Theories evolved, new evidence surfaced, but no one could explain the impossible, the total disappearance of 10 people without a single trace. Modern investigations. In the 2000s, researchers applied modern forensic techniques, tracking ocean currents, analyzing ship records, and reconstructing the events. The most accepted theory? A false alarm. Fear of an explosion, a malfunctioning pump, or a navigational error may have led Captain Briggs to make a fatal choice, but the ocean never gave back its secrets. Final mystery. The Mary Celeste changed hands multiple times after her discovery. By 1885, she met her own fate, deliberately wrecked for insurance fraud. Her physical form was destroyed, but her story still adrift. A mystery never solved, a ghost ship forever lost at sea.